Secret Invasion, Episode 6, the season finale, or series finale. Nobody really knows whether or not these are limited series anymore. The series slash season finale that about 5 people have been highly anticipating. I have watched it, and I think that it was fine. I thought that it was pretty okay. And those are kind of my overall thoughts on the series as a whole. I genuinely do think that most of the elements in this show are good. In the season finale, we sort of get the conclusion of Gravik sort of being big mad about Nick Fury not wanting to take care of the Skrulls, and we see Nick Fury get his mojo back, realize that he still has it, and we see him try to repair his relationship with not just his wife, but take up that responsibility by the president to essentially, take care of the Skrulls, right? I think they're probably. My guess is that he's going to take most of the Skrulls into space with him, and because we see Skrulls in the space station in the trailer for the Marvels, and we sort of see him take that responsibility up again. That whole plot line is conceptually interesting, but they just never executed it in a way that was particularly good. The whole thing with Rhodey being a Skrull, right? It was flat out confirmed in this. Well, not confirmed, but it was heavily teased in this that Rhodey's been a Skrull since Civil War. When they kill the Skrull Rhodey, and when we see Rhodey's body in the chamber, he's wearing the same gown that he was wearing in Civil War. That should be awesome. Like, that should have been a reveal that we look at and we're like, what? What? But it just ends up falling kind of flat. And, okay, here's the thing. If I'm understanding how these powers work correctly, Gaia is now the most powerful character in the MCU? Like, she has the power of Thanos and Captain Marvel. It's like, I guess Wanda might be more powerful. And if we're going all the way to, like, what if that Infinity War Ultron, whatever that character was, that guy is maybe more powerful than than Gaia. But it's like, and this character is just out here? And this is a character that you introduce in a Disney Plus show? It's just weird. It's just weird. I'll say this. I didn't mind the fight. I was like, there were some fun, interesting moments, but it is really funny that the show previous to this had a season finale that was making fun of, and I'm talking about She-Hulk, that was like making fun of generic MCU final battles, and they just decided that you know what we should follow up She-Hulk with? A show that just has a generic final battle for no reason. It's just baffling, the fact that they had this weird like CGI Super Skrull fight. I didn't mind it. I'll be honest. I will say this about the show: the CGI looks pretty good. It looks better than most of the other Disney Plus shows, and I was like, this is kind of fun, I guess. But the internet is eviscerating it. So yeah, just the whole Super Skrull situation is weird. Who the hell knows when Gaia is gonna come back up? I mean, they tease that she's gonna hang out with Olivia Colman and that they're gonna go on adventures together. I don't know if that means that they're gonna show up in the Marvels. I don't know, or like what else they could even show up. Maybe Thunderbolts. Maybe the Thunderbolts have to fight Gaia. I don't know. I sincerely do not know. It just needs to be underlined that all of these things I passively enjoyed watching, but none of them hit. It's like it teaches me a lesson in that there is no winning formula, right? When people look at MCU phases 1 through 3 and compare it to MCU phase 4, a lot of people will say, oh, well, those were better because they were more serious. They weren't as jokey. Or, oh, those were better because they were more interconnected. And they all clearly led up to the Infinity Wars and Infinity and Endgame. And I think this show is really just highlighting for me that that's not true. Secret Invasion is not bad or underwhelming in my case. It's not underwhelming because it's a more serious show. When you look at something like She-Hulk, She-Hulk wasn't bad because it was a comedy. It wasn't bad because it was funny. It was just bad because it was bad. Secret Invasion is mediocre not because it's serious and that it needs more humor. It's mediocre because it's mediocre. These shows just need to be executed better. They just need to be better. And that's not an easy fix. It's not as simple as some fans want it to be like, oh, you just have to interconnect stuff more, or oh, you need to have more fan service, or oh, because that's the thing. Rhodey being a Skrull, that's fan service. That's something that should be awesome, but it's not. It's I kind of don't care, and it's because it's fan service that happens in a mediocre product. So I guess that's kind of what I just want to end this video with. Honestly, is that Secret Invasion is an all right show. I did not mind it. Like, sincerely, I thought there were some decent elements to it. I think there are a lot of great performances, but it's just kind of mediocre, and the mediocreness is not really helped all that much by it being a more grounded, gritty, serious show, right? People were coming out of She-Hulk, people were coming out of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, people were coming out of Thor: Love and Thunder saying, oh, we need more, the MCU needs to be more serious. The joke bad, me no likey jokes. And see, I think Secret Invasion is a really good example of why that's not a good analysis to come at it from. They just need to be better. And I think that the actual way to fix the MCU at this point is stop making less content. Not because necessarily you have to worry about oversaturation, although that is an element to it, but making less content and focusing on making the content that you do put out just better. That is the winning formula. Because Secret Invasion, I think, has good bones to it. It just was not executed as well. But those are my thoughts on Secret Invasion, the season finale. Let me know what your thoughts are on the finale and the series as a whole. Let me know if you love it, if you hate it, if you hate me. If you hate me, that's fine, but just make sure you hit the dislike button and comment that you hate me in order to boost my video in the algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.